So this is build season kickoff.
No more Miatas.
We're done. Done. We're only working on shit boxes that don't really do much.
Daily drivers, that's it.
Done. Now, in all seriousness, this is what we're going to do to kick off build season. We're going to do like a little mini build on my daily driver and turn it into a, I don't know, like a rally car, camera, whatever build. I don't know. We're just going to have some fun.
Doing some upgrades on it so that it's better for winter, better for camera car, better for driving every day, and it looks better.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've been saying this a lot, but if you didn't catch it in one of the other videos, so far, up till now, all of our rolling shots are pretty much just me hanging on for dear life out the side of the door of a Miata.
Or
my Miata.
Or strapped in the back of my car.
Or strapped in the back of your car.
We'll put a picture up of that one.
Yeah, that was yeah. So we're trying to prevent that. And in the season premiere or season finale, excuse me, that came out last week, we worked with Eric, and he has this awesome rig on his RAV4 that we're gonna emulate on this car. So first off, we're gonna install a trailer hitch. That's gonna be one of the things that we're gonna do. And I've got a bunch of used parts for this car to kind of update it a little bit. You know, it's a little pedestrian with all this chrome everywhere. We're gonna get rid of that. I've actually got a used Canon intake, which is good for you know, your average sticker, 5 horsepower or so.
50 wheel.
Yeah, absolutely. No, in all seriousness, we got that as well. A couple other odds and ends. We got some snow tires to put on, some mud flaps. Warm up this ice cold hatch. It's not going to be a hot hatch by the time we're done. Far from it. But it will be a little more fun, and you know, a car that's a little more fun that I don't have any payments on. Always a good thing.
Yep. So we're just gonna black out some stuff, make it ride a little better, and make it a worthwhile camera car.
Yeah. So first off, we're gonna jump in and get some driving impressions now. But some of the big things that we're gonna be trying to solve, besides just making it like a mildly warm hatchback, is the road noise. So for anyone who has a Federal 959 tires, I think I have like a Gen 1, and they howl. 5 speed. Yeah, 5 speed. the tires howl.
I feel like I'm driving super small cars right now.
Yeah. Also, I'm not sure if you're feeling it at all, but the car feels really floaty to me.
Yeah.
Like really, and it was not like that all the time.
Like laggy flow.
Yes.
Not like smooth over bumps.
No.
Like you hit a bump and it's like, oh, now we're gonna bounce.
Yeah, and like you turn in and you're like, oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. So the suspension's definitely blown. It makes bad noises. And actually I lost one a couple winters back, the right rear, middle of winter in Buffalo, and I wasn't able to do it and fix it myself because it was my daily and I didn't have a garage or anything to really work on it. So we're gonna do all the struts and shocks up front. So we're gonna do that, and hopefully that takes care of a lot of that area. The goal here is obviously like get the car ready for winter for part of it, but more than that, just make it a little bit more warm for a camera car. You know,
and we're putting a trailer hitch on.
Yes.
So that we can build a rig that holds Dylan's camera, so Dylan's not hanging out of his car while I'm driving, shooting rollers. He can just be sitting in the passenger seat playing like Xbox.
Yeah.
And shooting the car behind us.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's going to be our long-term goal with this, becoming like a camera car. And like I'm committed to owning this car now for a while. I've paid it off, and I might as well just keep it because I don't drive the car anymore because it's COVID.
He won't buy a truck. So we're going to be taking the front pretty much all the way apart. We're going to respray all of these in some like trim and bumper paint to make them black. That, the headlight surrounds, the fog light surrounds, and these, I don't even know what these are called, whiskers?
They're called whiskers.
We're going to wrap them black. I'm going to try to wrap those. Those are kind of intricate, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Either way, they're going to be black by the time this is done. So we're going to take all this stuff apart now so that we can get the paint on it and let it dry while we do the rest.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be swapping out these ugly chrome headlights for some blacked out versions. It's just a simple upgrade.
Yeah, these are stock. They're nothing special. I got them used on eBay, but I think it'll look so much better on the front of this car with this. So I actually have had these for a little while, and I've swapped back and forth, but with going blackout, we're going to go fully commit. And then also, we've got an overlay for the front of this, so this chrome will be gone. So all the chrome is going to be gone from the front of the car, and we're going to do some trim paint too, because this thing is super faded. I think we're going to do these as well, just to make sure that it matches and everything like that. So that's what we're going to get started with now. Well, I think our job is done here at this point.
Wrap it up. It's already
Done.
built.
No, in all seriousness, this turned out pretty awesome. So what we did off camera, I actually went in and I spray painted with the back to black trim paint, which is awesome. Doobie color, I highly recommend it. So I did that, and then you wrapped.
Yeah. So
I can't believe you were able to wrap this. This is insane.
That's probably the most intricate thing I've wrapped, because you got to wrap around into the little duct here.
Yeah.
And then we wrapped these little whisker things too, and then switched the headlights out.
Yeah. So we got all that, and then we also got our yellow fogs here, which is pretty cool. I like that little touch. The one thing, we were going to do an overlay here. We had it ordered, but the wrong size came in. So I've got to get in contact with that company, because that overlay will be the nice finishing touch for what this front end looks like. And it looks pretty different. I'm pretty surprised. So anyway, yeah, we're happy about that. Moving on to the next thing will be suspension. So that's what we're going to get into right now. Fronts are one full assembly. The rears are just the struts themselves. So that should be pretty straightforward. And yeah, that's what we'll get into next.
Let's start with the fronts.
Great.
One eternity later.
So, I didn't think we were going to need to do these. I thought I was being a little extra with this.
Oh, we didn't grab the bearing tops.
Oh my god, well, yeah.
We'll show them at the end.
The bearings that sit on the top of this were in pieces.
This thing. It's supposed to be one rotating assembly down to like here.
And these things are just trash.
Yeah, so we took them apart, and there's literally ball bearings in my driveway now.
Yeah, we got to go back that up. So, I wasn't even expecting to stop and shoot this, but I just got to say, we got to have some sort of sense in ride quality improvement because
This will be a lot
these
better.
things were hammered. And I bought this car new, so it's just interesting that this is all me.
Never working on your daily again.
Ever.
All right, last thing. Dylan's getting hitched. I did it a month ago. It's his turn now. So we're going to throw this hitch on, and this is going to be what holds the camera when we build that gimbal rig off the back. Pretty easy. There's no cutting or anything involved, so I'll throw this in. Seems pretty straightforward, but that's it.
All right, last thing we are doing before putting this car on the ground is we are installing some mud flaps that I've actually had installed on the car before. I've taken them off, put them on, taken them off, put them on. Kind of gone back and forth, but we're getting ready for winter, so they're going back on. So it's going full winter rally spec, and I think I'm just going to leave them on this go around. So those are going on, mud flaps, and then these are my winter wheels. So I've got used Volvo XC70 wheels. I think they look super rally. I'm happy with them. And then I've also got a set of snows on here. What were these again? Yeah, Blizzaks, and they're awesome for the snow. These will go on, and we'll get them back on the ground. And yeah, this might be a wrap for this episode. We'll see. So this is the first episode of what we expect to be a two-parter. We don't want this to take too much time. It's already taken more time than I would have liked and more effort. That front suspension was on there, and honestly in way worse shape than I expected. I did not expect it to be this bad. I did not expect it to be this annoying to work on either. So for that I'm sorry.
It made me bleed. All of Dylan's cars make me bleed. Other hand this time.
I end up, and I always end up feeling bad in these situations. I just got to stop bringing stuff over here. No, but in all seriousness, we'll find out how it rides now at the end of next episode. And I think it looks cool. Definitely looks better.
Yeah,
Like,
all this being
The wheels,
refreshed.
putting the mud flaps back on, like, it's not a bad looking car. It's not my favorite car ever, but I also can't hate it. It doesn't owe me a thing, so, you know. And the next episode, what are we doing next episode?
Your engine stuff, right?
Yeah. So we're throwing a turbo in. Big EFR.
8,000 series.
Yeah.
One
wheel peel.
Never spool.
No, I've got a K&N intake that I got used that we can drop right in. I'm going to do a catch can. It's direct injection, and for those of you who might know, direct injection is really bad at like fouling plugs and just having a lot of buildup of carbon. So I'm going to try to prevent that a little bit. Unlike cold starts, and when I first start driving this car after it's been sitting for a while, it definitely has a slight hesitation. It's almost like it's clearing its throat. So I'm going to try to prevent that a little bit more. So we've got those two things. What else do we have?
Valve cover gasket.
Yeah, valve cover gasket, some other couple other maintenance things. We're going to do some emblem overlays, and yeah, like a final like overview reveal and see how it drives.
And a spit shine too.
Oh yeah, we'll be doing that as well. So stay tuned. Check out next episode. It's coming out our following Saturday.
Yeah.
And
3 days from now.
Stay tuned. After this,
the real fun starts.
The real fun starts, because this is...
Yeah. We're building a gap so that we have time to work on the Miatas, which is just out of frame. You can't see it right there, but it's already underway. So just trying to acquire some parts, build a little backlog for you guys, and then we'll start throwing the wild content your way. So stay tuned. I know this isn't the norm, but
it's coming.
Stabbed.
That was terrible. That was bad. I'm sorry.
It's okay. When I saw the shock design, I was like,